question, a problem, inability to have a clear mind, perception clarity as, you have put it in your words, as applied to what we do. How exactly do we look at it, and what is it that you think will stand business in good stead?
See, when you say you're a leader, why would 1,000 or 10,000 or 1,000,000 people think you're a leader? Because you are able to see something that others are not able to see. You have a little higher perch for some reason, for whatever reason, or you have a third eye or whatever you have for some reason you are able to see something that everybody else is not able to see. That's the only reason why you will naturally become a leader, unless you are a Maharaja's son and we have to bear with you. You know If you have grown up to be a leader, that's the only reason. Because you're able to see something. If you are able to do something that others cannot do, you would be probably an engineer, you would be something else and something else, but you're able to see something that others are not able to see. That's why you become a leader. A certain vision, a certain insight into the nature of things. What people will see tomorrow, you are able to see it today. Not as a prediction, but you're able to see it and you're able to plan to get there before others get there. That's what makes you a leader. And now, if they don't have clarity of mind, today I see that wherever I go, particularly in the corporate areas, I wouldn't like to call it a corporate world because it's my endeavor to see that there's only one world, that people don't go on creating their own worlds. But in the corporate atmosphere, one thing that you see is people are tense and anxious because they think they are goal-driven. You want mangoes in your tree. If you sit there and do mango meditation, it's not going to come. If you nourish the roots, you never even looked up, never even thought of a mango, if you take care of the roots, one day mangoes will land on your head whether you want it or you don't want it. It will just happen anyway. But that whole thing is gone today, everybody has become goal-oriented, and new age meditation teachers are telling you, don't bother about doing anything, just imagine and it'll happen. You don't have to do anything. Yes, it's going on, isn't it? Just think about it and it'll happen. Okay, just fanciful things, which sometimes work. The problem is, by chance, many things work, all right? If you simply throw a stone, a mango will fall. That doesn't mean you can do it once again. So if you somehow get to some place, when I say somehow, when you are not able to manage your own mind, how are you going to manage 10,000 people's minds? Because in some way leadership means you are able to draw these 1,000 people and take them in one direction. You are able to inspire these people or instigate these people, or like a Pied Piper, if you walk, they walk behind you because somehow you captured their minds and they decided that your way of thought and your way of looking is better than their own. It's not a simple thing. For people to think that your way of thinking is better than theirs, you will have to prove it in 1,000 different ways, otherwise they're not going to surrender their own way of thinking and feeling and whatever. So for you to prove that, first thing is you must be in charge of yourself. When you do not know how to take charge of your mind, your energies, your body and yourself, how will you take charge of them? And they're not safe in your hands. I would say, anybody who is scattered all over the place, in his hands, nobody is safe. Such a person should be one of the departments, he should not be a leader. If he has to be a leader, in his lap everybody should be safe, then only he can be a leader. That is possible only if you have taken charge of yourself. Lot of people have gotten there somehow. Can I tell you a joke?
Please. Please.
On a certain day, a bull and a pheasant were grazing. Bull was chomping the grass, pheasant was picking ticks off the bull partnership. There's a huge tree at the edge of the field. The pheasant very nostalgically looked at the tree and said, "Oh, alas, there was a time I could fly to the topmost branch of the tree. Now I do not have enough strength in my wing even to get to the first branch." The bull very nonchalantly said, "That's no issue. Just eat a little bit of my dung every day. Within a fortnight you'll get there." Pheasant said, "Come on, what kind of rubbish is that?" The bull said, "Really, try and see, the whole humanity is on it." So very hesitantly, the pheasant started pecking at the dung And lo, on the very first day it reached the first branch of the tree. Within a fortnight, it reached the topmost branch of the tree, just beginning to enjoy the scenery. An old farmer was rocking on his rocking chair, saw a fat old pheasant sitting on top of the tree, pulled out his shotgun and shot the bird off the tree. The moral of the story is, many times even bullshit can get you to the top, but it never lets you stay there.
You know, the phrase was coming at the end, where the joke really was cracked.
I was just trying to sensitize
I know.
to the down
Sadhguru
first.
always says this, that drama is important. So, midway, I think we all thought the joke was already cracking, but we didn't hear the crack. We heard it crack at the last minute.